Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Smile with Shrimonti. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you are returning, welcome back. Your presence truly means a lot. Before we begin today's journey, I would love to invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if this video brings you peace, inspiration, or even a small smile, don't forget to like and share it with someone who loves slow drives and mountain roads. Now, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and allow yourself to simply be present. Because today, we are descending one of the most beautiful and mystical mountain roads of India, Amboli Ghat, as it gently leads us down towards the lush lands of Goa. Amboli Ghat is not just a road, it is an experience. Located in the Sindhudurg district of Maharashtra, Amboli is part of the Western Ghats, one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, and a UNESCO World Heritage Treasure. At an altitude of around 690 meters, Amboli is the last mountain pass before Goa, and you can feel it. The air changes here. It becomes cooler, heavier with moisture, filled with the scent of wet earth, moss, and forests that have stood quietly for centuries. As we begin our descent, notice how the road curves, not aggressively, but thoughtfully, as if respecting the mountains rather than cutting through them. Amboli is especially famous during the monsoon season. This region receives heavy rainfall, transforming the landscape into a living painting. Waterfalls cascading down cliffs, mist floating like whispers, and forests glowing in countless shades of green. But even outside the monsoon, Amboli has a charm of its own. It is a biodiversity hotspot, home to rare amphibians, reptiles, birds, and plant species found nowhere else in the world. Every turn of this ghat feels like a reminder. Nature does not rush, and yet everything is accomplished. As you drive here, it's not about reaching Goa quickly, it's about feeling the journey. Now, let's talk about something very important: driving safely on ghat roads like Amboli. Whether you're a first-time visitor or an experienced driver, ghats demand respect. Tip 1. Drive slow, always. Speed has no place on mountain roads. Sharp curves, blind turns, sudden fog, animals crossing, anything can appear without warning. Drive slow, let the road guide you. Remember, arriving safely is always more important than arriving early. Tip 2. Use lower gears while descending. When descending a ghat, avoid riding the brakes continuously. Use engine braking by shifting to lower gears. This prevents brake overheating and gives you better control of your vehicle. Tip 3. Stay in your lane. Amboli Ghat has several narrow stretches. Never cut corners. Always stay in your lane, especially around blind curves. Assume another vehicle is coming from the opposite side, because very often it is. Tip 4. Honk responsibly. At blind turns, a gentle horn at blind curves is not rude, it's responsible, but avoid unnecessary honking elsewhere. Let the forest breathe. As we continue descending, notice how the landscape slowly transforms. The air becomes warmer, the trees begin to change. You can sense Goa approaching, not just geographically, but spiritually. There's a softness in the atmosphere now, a relaxed rhythm, a gentle promise of the coast waiting below. This road feels like a transition, from mountains to beaches, from mist to sunlight, from stillness to celebration. And yet, Amboli holds you just a little longer, as if saying, stay present, don't rush. Driving through Amboli Ghat teaches us something important. Life, like these roads, is full of curves and descents. If we slow down, stay alert, and respect the journey, we reach safely, not stressed, not hurried, but fulfilled. If this drive brought you calm, if it gave you a moment of peace, then it has done its job. Thank you for spending this time with me on Smile with Shrimonti. If you enjoyed this drive through Amboli Ghat, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who loves scenic roads and soulful journeys. More peaceful drives, mindful travel, and beautiful stories are coming your way. Until then, drive safe, stay kind, and keep smiling. This is Srimonti signing off with gratitude and a heart full of mountains. I would request you to subscribe to the channel Smile with Srimonti and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our regular drive-based content, road trips, and real-time journeys captured through our IZI dashcam fitted securely on our Honda Elevate. These drives are meant to relax you, inform you, and help you experience the road exactly as it unfolds in real life. The forest around Amboli is incredibly dense, and occasionally you might see mist drifting across the road. Visibility can reduce suddenly, so always keep your headlights on low beam during foggy conditions. High beam reflects off the fog and actually reduces visibility. This is a common mistake many drivers make, especially first-timers in the mountains. As the curves tighten, you'll notice that the steering inputs need to be smooth and measured. Avoid sudden steering movements. Look ahead through the curve, not directly in front of the car. This helps your brain anticipate the road and naturally guides the steering. On narrow Ghats like Amboli, you may encounter buses, trucks, or local vehicles coming uphill. Always stay to your lane and be prepared to stop if needed. Uphill traffic usually has the right of way because restarting on a steep incline is more difficult for them. Listen carefully to the sounds around you if you are driving with windows slightly open. Horns are often used on blind curves to signal presence. A short, polite horn before sharp bends is a good practice, especially where visibility is limited. Avoid long or aggressive honking, as it adds stress and confusion. The descent continues, and you can see how the greenery becomes thicker, with tall trees forming a natural canopy in certain stretches. This is one of the reasons Amboli Ghat feels almost magical. The light filters through the leaves, creating shifting patterns on the road. While this looks beautiful, it can sometimes make it harder to spot uneven surfaces or animals crossing the road. Always stay alert. For new drivers, one important don't while descending Ghats is never put the car in neutral. Coasting downhill in neutral removes engine braking and reduces your control over the vehicle. Another important don't is overtaking on curves or blind sections. Even if the road ahead looks empty, vehicles can appear suddenly from the opposite direction. As we continue descending, notice how the temperature subtly changes. The air feels warmer as we move closer toward the coastal region of Goa. Amboli acts like a natural transition zone between the Deccan plateau and the Konkan coast. This change is not just in temperature, but also in vegetation and road character. If you are driving during monsoon or post-monsoon months, be cautious of landslide debris, small stones, or fallen branches on the road. Always scan the road surface, especially after heavy rainfall. Sudden braking on loose gravel can cause skidding, so slow down early rather than reacting at the last moment. The Honda Elevate feels planted and stable on this descent, and having a clear dashcam view helps capture the true essence of this drive. The IZ dashcam records not just the visuals, but the rhythm of the road, the curves, and the flow of traffic, giving you a real sense of what it feels like to be behind the wheel here. As the gate opens up slightly, you may notice brief straight sections. Resist the temptation to speed up here. Ghats are unpredictable, and a sharp turn can appear suddenly after a short straight. Maintain a consistent, controlled speed throughout the descent. Another useful tip for inexperienced drivers is to keep both hands on the steering wheel in a balanced position. This gives you better control during sudden corrections. Avoid distractions, avoid checking your phone, and stay fully present in the moment. Ghat driving demands respect and focus. The soundscape here is peaceful, with occasional bird calls and the soft hum of the engine. This is why many people love long dashcam drives like this. They allow you to experience the journey at your own pace without commentary overload, but with gentle guidance that helps you feel confident and relaxed. As we go deeper into the descent, the curves become smoother and the road begins to feel more open. This is a sign that we are gradually leaving the higher elevation. You might see small roadside stalls or viewpoints along Amboli, but always stop only at designated safe areas. Never stop on curves or narrow shoulders. For those planning this drive for the first time, it is advisable to start early in the day. Morning drives offer better visibility, less traffic and cooler temperatures. Night driving on Amboli Ghat is not recommended for beginners due to fog, wildlife movement and limited lighting. The road ahead now shows signs of increased humidity, and the greenery starts blending into the typical Konkan landscape. Palm trees may start appearing occasionally, hinting at the coastal stretch ahead.